Today we're at McHood Park. It's actually called Clear Creek Reservoir. A lot of locals call it Clear Creek Lake. It is the East Clear Creek, not the West Clear Creek.
Over here, I'm waiting for you, shaking for you on the dance floor.
But I mean, we got a great view back here at the campground. I'm not exactly sure how many places and spots they have here, but there's it looks like there's at least a dozen or more. You can either camp down on this area or up above over here. There's more camp spots over this way, but all the camp spots have a great view of the lake. I can't see any bad spots really. There's not a lot of trees here either, but I mean, if you're in an RV, you don't really need trees. What do you think about this place?
Yeah, I think it's really nice. It's got a bathroom too, so
Flush toilets.
yeah, flush toilets, and it's small, but I think there's quite a few spaces.
There's quite a bit here, but again, there's like a circle that goes this way, circle that goes that way. It's groomed by the city of Winslow, so it's, you know, again, there's trash, there's water, there's no showers here at this campground. You can always jump in the lake. So this is the parking lot for launching your kayak. They have two bathrooms here, one over here, one over there. There's large ramadas for barbecues. In fact, there's probably 8 to 10 ramadas right here, and there's some across the creek here. But everything's asphalted. It's pretty clean. They do have a beach where you can launch your kayak over here if you prefer that, and then they have this little sliding thing for hard kayaks. You can actually just slide it all the way down. You don't have to carry it. It's kind of slippery here. There's also puncture vine plants. I'm not sure why the city doesn't clean those up, but maybe somebody needs to tell them. You want to show me how this works, Terry?
Yeah, well, you bring your kayak
On this floating thing.
and at the end here, this is specific to slide your hard kayak. If you have,
If you have a hard shell kayak, you can ram it right up in here
and then you just slide
and
it
just
right
get out. Unfortunately, we cannot do that because we have a an inflatable. She called it a blow up. It's an inflatable or blow up. The water looks somewhat clear, somewhat. A lot of moss stuff in here. So we're gonna go about it's about 2.5 miles.
Yeah.
We're gonna go about 2.5 miles to the natural spring, and we're just gonna turn around at that point. We just kind of go slow.
We're probably gonna take our time today. It should be nice.
Should be warm. What, 80?
80 degrees, I think, is
80,
high
and it's the
today.
first week of October.
Yeah, it'll get warmer as we go.
Again, it's pretty nice. It's a really long lake. I mean, we're talking possibly 5 miles long. Very narrow in spots, and you'll see that in a moment. As soon as we pass this, about another mile, it gets real narrow. Are you ready to kayak?
I'm ready to go.
We're just cruising under the bridge here.
5 miles is our speed limit.
So most people in this lake that actually come to the lake is mostly swimmers. They dive off, they do cliff diving, or kayakers and canoers. Not too much boating, and there's quite a bit of fishermen too. All right, Terry's doing real good paddling here. It's an old bridge. Yeah. All right, so we got some seagrass. Look at them.
They're kind of in the sun now.
There's several of them up here. All right, so we're at the area, which is about a mile from the bridge, where people come over and jump off the rocks. You know, you got Green Lantern, Spider-Man rock. That's the Flash, Superman rock, Batman rock. I believe Batman was the first signal when they come over. And they scale these to the top and then they jump down into the water. And then there's a skull over there too. Anyways, it's kind of neat. We've never jumped off these rocks. We jumped off the rocks further back this way, which is a little shorter. I don't know if I'd be jumping these. So what happens is the people will park here, set up their little chairs, and then they'll swim across. Then they'll scale up the rocks, and then they'll do their jump. It's all age groups, mostly young kids, but just about everybody comes up here and they do their thing. You know, what rock did you jump off? I did the Spider-Man. Well, I did the Batman. You know, that's even higher. I did the Punisher, whatever. So we're still en route to the natural spring. How you feeling, Terry?
Pretty energized.
That's a lie. Like another diving rock.
Where?
All right, so me and Terry are at the water pump. Right over there is the big square area where they sucked in the water. And I just got out on this beautiful little sandy beach area. So it's pretty warm right here. I mean, today's temperature is only going to get a high of 77. And we're probably not even going to see that, at least where we're at.
Yeah.
All right, so Terry's going to come out of the kayak and then we're going to do a photo.
I'm beaching.
She's beaching it. There's water tanks up here. You can see there's two right here. And you can actually go inside those, but I wouldn't do it. And there's a little building above that. There's a water pipe right there. So this was obviously had to do with cattle. This is where some people actually park their boats and they relax up here. Some people actually used to camp out here.
Oh yeah, I've seen tents out here.
I think some of the beach looks like it's pushed back. It was a little more, there was more sand over here. There's more sand. We're parked in the shade. There's a lot of shaded areas along this waterway. Especially if you come in the mornings, you can be in the shade the whole way just about. You just keep traveling on the south side and you'll be mostly in the shadow. It's still a beautiful kayak ride, paddle. We've had a great time. What do you think, Tara?
Yeah, so far so good. Still a ways to go. Well, small ways to go.
Got a little ways to go. Good place to go to the bathroom up there, maybe. Back here, maybe. Right now, we're okay. So the waterfall or natural spring should be around the next couple of bends. And it gets real shallow. That's when you know you're getting close. You can start seeing all the rocks. And then it just like gets so, I mean, how many feet deep is it? Like 2? In some spots, it's only 6 to 8 inches deep.
Yeah. want the front of the boat or not the front of the boat?
How nice it is over here. Little beach to your left. I believe that's where we docked before. We docked there before. See, there was more beach before too. Yeah, they had some major rain. Something happened out there. Look at that reflection. Ain't that something?
Yeah, that's something else.
Look at the rock, Terry, up ahead. We're getting into the shallows. Look, you can see the bottom.
Oh yeah, we're getting into the shallows. This beautiful,
Another rock.
beautiful area.
Did you not see that?
That rock to the left?
Can you see the rocks? I don't want to hit any,
Yeah, I can see.
especially wood.
There's so much reflection that I can't see. I can't see anything below us.
The reflection is really having a difficult time seeing rocks. But we are definitely shallow here. We're not far from the little waterfall.
We're getting very close. But at some point, we're going to have rocks in the middle.
It can be very shallow. There's a bunch of boulders. Beautiful little plants along the edge. So we're getting very close. You can tell because of these, the rocks are starting to like tear. See the crying? You can see there's moisture in the rocks. So we're getting very, very close to the little waterfall, natural spring, however you want to call it. It is a beautiful little canyon. Lots of rock, lots of, it's really shallow and very rocky. Can you hear the, I don't hear the waterfall, do you?
No, not from here.
I know we're close, Terry.
Oh, we're getting closer. Yeah.
And look at how tall these cliffs are. It's a beautiful little kayak paddling. We had to go through those rocks. That was really tight. But you can see the water is very shallow, and there's a lot of the crying rock, however you call it. So we're still very slow right now because of the shallowness. I mean, we went through from 20 feet to like 8 inches here. So we're just kind of slowly moving along here.
I think we're coming right up.
Yeah, ease up, Tara. Let's slow down. So beyond this waterfall is, it keeps going shallow and shallower until it turns into basically a creek. So it runs into a creek, and that's only about another quarter mile up the creek here. And there's little pockets of areas you can swim in where there's deep water, and then it goes back to shallow. So it's a beautiful little place. Again, this is even worse. It's even more. It's less deep. I mean, it's just like, I don't even know how people get. You have to get out of the kayak to go that way. You have to. There's no way anybody's going to be able to kayak through that. Again, there's all this. I'm against the rock here, Tara. All the rock is. There's got to be a spring through this whole crack, this fissure, and it's coming out through the rock there. But it's a beautiful little sound. Yeah, it's a natural spring. I don't know how clean the water is to drink or not, but it is there, and it definitely is flowing, and it flows year round. I've never seen it dry, and that's about as much as it flows. I've never seen it flow anymore. Right now the wind is blowing us backward. Yeah, we're going backwards here. All right, keep us right here. So the fissure goes right up into this big crack. It's like a giant hole. Sure, it's pretty sound. And again, it keeps going up this, goes upstream another, I'd say a quarter mile.
Okay, so we're going back through the difficult section where you can see the rocks just at the surface. We just have to maneuver our kayak through them. Matt's working on doing that. It's very carefully.
Okay, we're okay right now.
We are rubbing
How's
up
that?
against the rock a little bit. Okay, so we're going to take a right a little bit. And you can see all the rocks just underneath the surface.
I think we did it.
So we're in an inflatable, so we don't want anything
I mean, look at how shallow it
tearing our
looks.
boat open. Yeah, it's very shallow. Oh, you need to get to the right. Get to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right right now.
Okay.
There was a big old rock down there. We want to miss. Okay. And then we even have wood, like small
Doesn't look too
trees
bad.
coming out.
Remind
Yeah, this
everybody
is fine,
again.
but we need to go to the right of that tree. Coming up ahead.
It's slow go, but I think
It's
we
a
can
slow
manage.
go.
We didn't really
But
scrape
you can
much
see,
at all. We just
no, it
glided
wasn't too
over.
bad. But the rocks are just right here. Yeah, we're actually mostly out of the danger point here. There's the wood that is just coming out of the ground.
Yeah, it's solid.
Oh.
I think we're past it. Yeah.
Okay, we are out of the danger zone.
That was kind of scary.
There's kind of scary. There are still some rocks that are
Saw some
pretty
fish,
close
too.
to the surface, but we can mostly just go over all of those
There's,
at this point.
We saw a few fish about 6 inches long.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and the ones that splashed, oh my gosh, those were big.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Quiet and beautiful.
Yeah, it's very quiet and
So
very
steep.
peaceful.
Very steep. These birds are usually here May, June, July, August, and then they leave their nest because their little ones had already been born and flew off. Some little ones don't manage to make it and they fall into the water, unfortunately. And you can see there's one that's here. Some of them don't last the whole summer. You know, heavy rains, wind can destroy them. If they're still here next year, next spring, the birds will occupy the same nest. These are the mud swallows. This one caved in. But I love the way they sound when they're gathering their mud and water, and they swoop really low along the water edge. It's a really beautiful sight. And they just sound, the chirping is just amazing. Water's somewhat shallow here. So we paddled pretty quickly trying to get over here, but we can see the bridge from here. That's where the parking lot is, and Highway 99. It was a good little paddle. It's beautiful. A little breezy out right now. Wondering where Terry's taking me here.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
So Terry, what do you think about this lake?
Yeah, I think it's a great lake. It's a great lake to go to.
You ever eat lunch out here before?
Yes, I have.
We're gonna eat lunch right now. We just have a little bit of stuff, fruit stuff, yeah. It's getting windier, but it is a really nice place. It's really mild today, at least right now, and it is almost 1 o'clock. So we were in the water for quite a long time.
Yeah.
We both have to use the bathroom, so we're gonna run up there. It's not a bad parking lot. It's actually pretty good size. A lot of people can park here. You can have big barbecues. Look at how many people can fit in that Ramada. That's massive.
Yeah, large families.
Family, that's more like 20 families. And then there's one way at the top too. Bathroom, that's the second bathroom. Playground. And you know, you can walk back there and hike to a higher elevation and you know, look down on the lake. The previous dam was cement. This new dam is made from earth. There is a little bit of cement over there too, and it actually looks like a creek. The overflow runs like a creek, and you can actually drive across it if you dare. But it's nice. There's juniper trees over here, a lot of rocks in the distance. It's pretty well used by the people here in Winslow, or the whole county, I guess. The whole county will come over here and use this. There's a few squirrels out here. Horseshoe, if you do the horseshoe. It's actually a nice place to come up if you're in, you know, from the bigger cities, Phoenix. This would be a nice retreat to come up in the summer. It'd be about 20 degrees cooler. How the heck do you go through this? Oh, I have no clue.
A lot of times we'll see pelicans out here, but we haven't today. It's October, so we're coming into, we're in fall.